Alright lads, welcome back to the Shambukas podcast.
What's up, my G's?
Are you hosting it?
We're hosting today. Owen's your host.
Owen's the
Owen's
host.
the host.
The Tuesday podcast with Joseph as well.
Story-wise,
Why are you surprised that Owen was
I
hosting?
don't know, I've never been in a podcast that Owen hosted.
Really?
No.
Oh,
It's the first time.
Because he has...
it's been freak. He does it often enough.
Yeah.
So it's just a coincidence.
It's between the two of us, like.
Yeah, we split a half.
Yeah. So today is the big day I was looking forward to anyway all week.
Yeah, me as well.
It's the breast milk episode.
The breast
Right.
milk episode. Episode 1 of breast milk.
Yeah.
There's.
There's going to be a series, I'd say.
I'm going to be tasting some breast milk. We're going to talk about the breast milk in a minute. I have a few opinions on breast milk. I never tasted it myself since I was a baby, but but look, we'll get to that in a minute. We have a song mashup, we have a breastfeeding story, a Reddit story, and we're talking about our amazing sponsor. There's a lot.
There's a lot to go through. Locally sourced breast milk as well.
Yeah, very locally sourced, right?
Right from the north side.
Right from the north side of Cork. And as well, actually,
Supporting local businesses.
the breast milk provider will be coming on in an episode in a few weeks. She's going to be sharing her opinions on breast milk. She's actually very strong opinions on breast milk. I thought she would have thought I was a fucking freak when I asked her for some of her breast milk, but she was actually very happy about it.
She has a freezer full of it, like.
Yeah, she's a freezer full. It's Owen's brother. We'll talk about it in a minute. We'll get to that. We can't go straight into the breast milk.
So what we'll do is we'll start with our sponsor. Word from our sponsor.
Yeah.
So our sponsor,
The man, the myth, the legend.
that is MT Fitness, has very generously decided to sponsor our podcast.
And can I say extremely generously, because like we're just starting, we're just off the bat, and he's coming in with a bang. He's providing us with all our equipment, like really, it's top class, isn't it?
It's not here yet, though.
It's not here yet.
Not here yet, but
We'll be very professional.
yeah.
Since I know we do put a lot of professional work into the podcast, but that we don't have the equipment.
Yeah, the quality will go
The
up.
quality isn't there, but it will really go up. So, do you want to share some?
Yeah, so MT Fitness Cork is a personal training business in the heart of Blackpool, Cork. It specialises in personal training, nutrition and well-being and mindset. They've helped hundreds of people over the last 2 years, and it's a place for absolutely everyone. You can contact them on Facebook or Instagram at MT Fitness Cork, or give Mark a call on 085 738 4657.
And I'd say Joseph can even speak on it. Like, you're really into fitness, and it's really important. You know, like in our...
I've heard good things about his gym, to be fair.
Yeah, and in general. In general, you're big into fitness. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
It should be a huge part of everyone's life, like.
Yeah, like Joseph's very big into that, and I only started with my own gym experience recently. I used to always go in and out of gyms, and I'd leave a gym, and so on and so forth. And what I have is I started with a personal trainer before I knew of Mark, and I have a personal trainer and a gym, and the cost of the two of them together is very expensive. But now that I have it, I'm in. But you know what I mean? Like, it's 2 in 1.
Yeah.
You're going
Mark's
to Mark's 2 in 1. You're getting your personal trainer and your gym provided. Like, I am happy with my personal trainer, but it's an online thing. Then I have to go to a different gym. He has to tell me how to do it, and I don't have him with me.
And you don't have everything under one plate.
No, and I can see how much of a convenience that will be for people, like, and especially people who will be listening to the podcast. They'd be very similar, I'd say, to me. A lot of people. So yeah, fitness is very important. I'm only starting to learn it myself, and Mark's gym is very humble.
He's just a normal guy, like, you know, he's not a big, massive...
He's not a Geordie Shore fella.
No, not at all. He's very humble beginnings. If you go onto his Instagram, actually, you will see he has a highlight called testimonials, and you will see his testimonials, and they would fucking blow you away. Like 6 weeks of weight loss, and it's so visible. I just really recommend him because he's so lovely.
Yeah, he's a very approachable person as well.
So approachable. Like, how many times have I only met Mark? Twice?
Yeah.
Even twice, and so nice. Like, I consider him a friend.
Yeah.
Definitely look into it, lads.
So we'll go straight into our song mashup for this fine Tuesday. So Enya picked this one. It was one you wanted to do.
I wanted to do this one for a long time, but the boys were against me. But I got there.
Alright.
Owen didn't want to play this one.
Oh.
We'll save it for this week anyway.
Yeah. Alright,
so
you ready,
about
lads?
15 seconds. You know what?
Yeah, because you should know.
Comment.
You should know.
What you think the song is, give you a shout out for the next episode.
Exactly that. That's all you're getting.
That's all you're getting. Leave us know what you think it is.
Joseph, can you guess? Do you think you know?
I absolutely know.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's a good enough one. Like people should get it. Like,
But it's not.
what?
It should not be hard, like, so people won't get, like, you know what I mean?
No, I want to start it off easily because I want people to get used to commenting it and stuff like that,
yeah.
and then start making it tough.
Make it approachable, like.
Yeah, I don't want people going. I don't want like off the bat now.
We're on
when people-
beginner level
Yeah,
now, like.
you want people commenting, like.
Yeah,
Get a
exactly.
bit of interaction.
And a lot of
Yeah.
people aren't commenting.
Yeah.
So lads,
And we
give
will
us a comment.
Get commenting, boys.
Get commenting, get socialised and get to know
So,
each other.
Tag your
social-
friend.
Let's socialise. Like,
Yeah.
we're all pals, right? I put up a vote on my Instagram, actually. I should have put it on the Sean Buchel's podcast Instagram, but look, it's fine. And I asked how many people have watched an episode, right? And then I asked how many people have watched all the episodes. There was a lot of people that watched all the episodes, right?
Fair play to you.
What?
How much?
I'd say in the
You
vote,
don't have to go-
65k, was it?
I got out 80 people
That's
good.
saying
good.
they've watched every episode. No, but just on every episode, we're
Solid
getting about
base.
200.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Shout out to our
Grand
80 diehards, like.
Yeah.
Go on.
And listen, if you're watching it, just interact. We're not
We
scary.
won't bite you.
Tag a friend.
Comment the tune.
Leave a like as well, it's much
Comment what you
appreciated.
like about the podcast and what you don't like about the podcast. Constructive criticism.
Yeah, we make changes.
But do you know what I think as well, you see, with the podcast? I think because it's smaller, do you know, like, if there's not a lot of comments on a YouTube video, you don't want to be the only
Yeah.
comment.
Yeah.
Do you know?
That's
So
awesome.
I can understand it, but lads, just do it. You know what I mean? We're coming out here on a, what's it called, a wish? It's not a wish.
limb.
A limb. Yeah, we're out here on a limb. I say, Vlad, you know this, I need to ask people for words a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But see, I'm still doing it and I'm posting it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, and let us know what you're actually listening to it on, because we're on YouTube,
Yeah.
Castbox, Spotify. We want to know where the audience is.
I want to
going.
start getting in an Apple Music.
Yeah.
That's where I listen to it, most of mine.
There you go,
on
you
the,
see.
on the Apple
There you go.
podcast.
Because
app.
the two Naru, shout out to ye, Unreal. I think I'll be guesting on them in some time in the future. I've been in contact with them and stuff. They're a really good podcast too. I seen them put up this pie chart of where most of their views are from, and a lot of them was YouTube, but a lot of them was from
iTunes as well.
iTunes as well,
That's where I get all mine, like.
which we don't provide. So
No.
we definitely need to get
We
on
need to
that.
work on that, yeah.
Yeah.
100%. So, obviously the topic of the episode is breast milk. So,
We're getting into the breast milk, but Joseph, first you want to tell people about what you want to break down.
What I want to break down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the breast milk's heavy. I want to ease in before
Alright.
people attack me.
Chocolate. Everyone loves chocolate.
that's a fact.
Do you like Cadbury's? Everyone loves Cadbury's.
I do like them. Yeah, alright.
Yeah? What if I told you they had fucking loads of slaves like 100 years ago and they were giving them dogs abuse? Like the worst
Only
ever.
100 years ago.
Yeah,
But my nan was basically around then.
basically. And Cadbury.
So it's not that long ago, like.
1920.
The chocolate your nan was eating was from a slave.
Slave
Fuck it,
chocolate.
actually. Everything, all the phones and stuff we use are from slaves, really. In the
phones?
fucking Congo and stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, my
With
leg
a-
cracked, lads.
With the mines, the children of mines digging out fucking minerals for iPhones.
That's
For
why you
one
should buy
euro.
second-hand phones, really.
Yeah,
That would be a thing. Fast fashion. There's a lot of sick shit going on.
swappy. They always keep popping up on my phones.
Fuck yeah. Keep getting ads on that.
Really? Yeah, because, like, and do you know another thing? Phones don't, they're not very, what's the word, biodegradable or anything.
Not at all.
Like, they're
They're
literally,
the opposite of biodegradable.
I remember I saw like a documentary, and it's like old computers. Do you ever see those old Dell like bricks you
Oh,
have?
yeah, yeah.
You obviously you probably have them in your
Fuck, yeah,
school or something
yeah.
like that. Basically, some like there's like there's like a tab, basically, there's like information on it. And there was just like a big massive pile of them, like in somewhere in like Africa or something like that. And the guy doing the documentary, he like goes over to a pile of the police, and it's like he looks at the label and it's like West Midlands Police in the UK, and like their computer is just dumped in that pile.
What?
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Like it's all old computer parts and stuff, and just in a big pile you just see West Midlands Police computer just buried there. Like, you know what I mean?
That's fucked up.
Crazy, yeah. And like what to do? The kids, they actually go into them. And there's some components in our made of gold and
Yeah,
stuff.
like zinc and all that.
All
shit.
those valuable metals, like the.
Well, I thought zinc's in our bodies.
Iron is in our bodies and it's a metal.
What? Yeah. So there's something that's in a phone that's in me.
There's iron in cereal.
Yeah.
No.
Iron is made from buildings and cereal.
And us.
And us. Our blood has iron.
Our blood's in buildings.
Yeah.
Basically.
Building is what?
Yeah.
What?
It is, yeah.
No. An ingredient in our blood is in buildings.
Yeah.
Is in metal.
Is in metal. And then zinc. Where's zinc in us?
Zinc is. It's just. It works with other ones. It works with like magnesium and stuff. To do stuff. And
do you know what, lads? Actually.
Zinc is good for sleep in men.
There's ingredients in cement that's in us as well.
What one was that?
Think about it.
Cement.
Yeah.
That's in us.
Yeah.
Sand.
Yeah. Good guess.
Water.
Should have got it.
Water.
See, I've never been good at science, really. And lads, if you're not taking your vitamins,
you're dead.
Take your vitamins. Owen done the most. Can I rant about it?
Oh God.
Right, I'm telling everyone. Right, Owen kept getting like a chest infection. Right, and he said to me that he said the most stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. Well, I say stupid shit. Alright, look, maybe it's on the same wavelength as the stupid shit I say. Like, but he turned around to me and he said, Enya, what can I take that are like antibiotics but aren't antibiotics? And I was like, what sort of bullshit's this?
I don't recall this ever happening.
Stop lying.
Panadol.
And then I asked him, was he taking his vitamins?
Lemsip. Banger.
Because how long were you taking vitamins and you didn't get sick?
I don't know. I was taking my vitamin D for a while, like.
And you were taking your Centrum, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you didn't get sick for a good few months.
Yeah.
Then he stopped taking his vitamins and he started getting sick.
Yeah.
Coincidence? I think not.
Interesting.
I've been talking to my PT, and he told me I should be getting in some more cod liver oil.
Yeah.
Omega-3s.
Omega-3s. From fish.
Or the cod liver oil tablets.
And vitamin D2. Is it?
D3.
D3. And I'm checking my Centrum.
D3,
and it's not even in this.
Just realised we've exposed Cadbury's and we've exposed Barry's tea in the span of a week.
Barry's tea?
Yeah.
Did you fucking... What did you
Did you listen to the podcast?
No.
Get out.
No, the audio's too shit. I can't listen to it.
Alright, look, it's fine.
Audio
some people can tolerate the podcast with the audio because I wouldn't be too bothered by audio, but other people aren't. And that's why we have an amazing sponsor now. And literally, I'd say, maybe not next week podcast, the week after that, we'll have our audio set up and it'll be fucking sick.
Was that one bad podcast we put up where the audio, we had a lot of trouble?
No, I think it's just in general. The podcast quality isn't at a standard.
No, but remember that one?
Yeah, it was bad.
That was really bad.
But you know tea?
Yeah.
You see tea companies?
Yeah.
Lions, Barry's, whatever, the boys in England, Tetley's.
Oh. Barry's English?
Barry's Irish.
Barry's.
Oh, yeah, right.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Barry's or Irish tea. It's fucking
Indian.
tea. Tea's fucking Indian. How do you have fucking Irish tea?
Well, no, like that's like saying you can't have English potatoes. Yeah, you can't.
They're grown in Indian. They're grown in England.
Yeah. The tea's manufactured here, like.
No, it's grown. Like.
It's dry.
Where is it bagged? Like, where is it put into the bags?
Where is the tea?
What?
Like,
tea grows from in the ground in India.
From what? What plant? The tea plant.
From tea.
Tea
Tea's
leaves.
Do you want to hear something I learned in Horrible Histories?
Wow.
Right? Ages ago. The fiend who invented tea, like, he didn't invent it, he found tea, like, right? And he put it in with hot water and he was like, oh, decent. And he showed the boys, he was like, taste how sick this tea is. And everyone was sipping on all the kings of all England. And no, that might be another subject, like, but they tasted it and it was all fucking so nice. But then, your man came back the next day, like, I don't know, a few weeks later, and he came with it in a bag, in the tea bag.
Baggy.
And the boys were like, what are you doing? Like,
Why
what are you putting a bag in my hot water? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And then they tasted it and they actually liked it. So back in the day, they just drank tea, like,
Leaves.
with the leaves at the bottom.
You can. Mum, you said she used to do that. She used to make tea with tea leaves in like a teapot. We used to all drink it like that.
We like
In
some
the
things,
Stone Age.
like we have tea.
But did you not say Mum did it?
Yeah,
And why did you say she did it in the Stone
because
Age?
it was a joke.
Oh, right.
Sometimes
That's shit
we
humour.
have tea at home. We've like this mini strainer,
Oh yeah.
and like you put tea leaves in it, and you can just fuck the tea bags away, or fuck the tea leaves away,
That'd be
and you get
lovely.
nothing left in it. Like,
Can I ask you a question, Joseph?
Go on.
I'm not coming for you at all, but I'm just curious, right? See if the
you know
podcast...
she's coming for you when she says she's not coming.
Yeah. I'm not racist, but
See if the audio quality isn't a standard that you'd listen to. Yeah?
yeah.
How come it's worthy of taking part in? Is that an interesting question?
You fucking came. I left the podcast. And
Yeah.
you fucking came crying, calling me back
Well,
to the podcast.
Well, now, let's be honest, no, I didn't cry.
Well, you're like, oh, please come back. It's
Yeah.
not the same without you.
But, so you enjoy doing the podcast?
Yeah,
But-
when I have the time.
Yeah, so you enjoy doing the podcast, but it's just a thing. Yeah, because I suppose when we're all talking around, we're not really hearing it either. So I suppose,
Oh, headphones. That's a belter. If we get them, that'll take it to another. Oh, it'll be pure ASMR then. We'll bear into mics like whisper.
oh, we get it. We'll tell Mark about the
Wait,
other
that's
ones.
no. We develop first. We had to hang. on
Yeah,
microphones
see, we were
first.
thinking we were looking into headphones and we
steps.
gave them a miss.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
Or even normal wireless. It's like a fucking iPhone headphones.
Really?
Yeah.
Anything, just
No
anything with a
bothers.
microphone and
Oh,
earplugs.
class.
Plug them into the mics, and we like hear. Do you ever do that? Do you ever like listen to yourself talking in the headphones?
No.
And it's like you're on a radio show, and it's like
But how would you hear?
your voice is in your ear, and it's like.
But how would you
wow,
hear the other people
pure
around you
trippy.
then?
They come into your ears.
Yeah, it's like all. It's like a.
You're locked in. It's just like that. Cover your ears like that and talk, and it's just like that. It's just
Everyone cover your ears right now.
yeah.
Why do,
yeah, talk, and it's just like.
So I'm talking to
But
Joseph
like, I
right
can
now.
hear your voice then.
What?
You
That
can,
was really hard.
you can really. You're locked.
Owen's just like slumped in the corner all the way down the wall.
No, but like you're locked into your own mind, like. Do you know what I mean?
That's like that tank that you keep on bringing me to.
You swear,
Oh,
we're
wow.
after fucking smoking a load of joints or something.
The way we're going on, yeah.
What are they called again? Flotation tanks.
Flotation
Yeah,
tanks.
they're supposed to be
Yeah,
a bit
they're
scary.
actually-
Sensory deprivation.
Sensory
tanks, that's
deprivation.
going.
Yeah, I want to do those.
Are they in
with
Cork?
you. Yeah, they're in
Yeah,
Cork.
they're in Cork.
My brother Michael went to them. He said they're really good.
Where are they?
Don't know.
There's
They're
one
in Cork
town.
City anyway.
There was one town by Penrose Wharf.
I just want to go to a
Penrose
sauna.
Park.
I just really want
But
to
I'm
go to a
bit
sauna.
I wouldn't do it, I don't think.
The flotation tank.
Yeah.
Why?
It's very, like, all you can hear is yourself. Like.
That's literally pure meditation.
That's mindfulness. Like you
That's
just mindful.
That is
that-
not mindfulness.
Yes, it is. You're mindful of. You're just in your thoughts.
No,
and
but
it's like,
that is mindfulness is just being in the now.
yeah.
There's one.
That's
in,
mindfulness, like-
there's one in Model Farm Road in Cork, and there's another one in city centre somewhere.
Do you ever see that video? I think it's Callux did it. Do you know the YouTuber?
Yeah.
And he's in the quietest room in the world.
Quietest.
Oh yeah, and
Quite quietest.
You can hear the heartbeat.
Yeah, he was only in there like 15 minutes. He started cracking up. He could hear his ears ticking and on.
What?
He was going fucking nuts. Like, he was losing his shit, like.
I just want to go to a sauna. Here, will someone reach out from one of you listeners? Tell me where I can go to a sauna in Cork. Because like, I'm really missing out, like,
Joseph's sick in the head. He can sit in a sauna for half an hour.
half an hour.
Did you ever sit in a sauna?
Not a bother to me.
I've never been in 500 metres of a sauna.
What?
Really? You never were in a sauna?
Oh.
Yes, I suppose you had to go to a swimming pool to go to a sauna and
Yeah.
you're scared of swimming.
Oh shit, yeah.
See, Owen has a fear of swimming, don't John?
Yeah.
I suppose.
Do you want to talk about that?
No, I don't.
No. Where did it stem from?
From when I died.
Right,
Oh.
madman.
No, I didn't. One joke.
No, but where did it stem from?
I don't know. I just never swam like.
That's a lie. Because
Yeah,
you tried to swim a few times.
Yeah, but I was like not bothered by.
So was it? So was it each time you went to swim? It was failed attempt.
Yeah, I was so shit at
And
swimming.
it's after getting to you, and now you can't face it, is
yeah,
it?
exactly. Yeah,
So what happened the first few times when you tried to swim?
I was just shit like.
No, but
No, I was just a really, really bad swimmer. Like.
so would you go out off the edge
And panic
and you got out and then you panicked and
Do you
retreated?
know what would happen, right? I'd
Right.
start swimming and I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm going fucking go 12 miles an hour here, and I'd look up and I'd be in the same spot. I wouldn't have moved at all. So, like, fuck this shit, like.
No, but so you can float.
Yeah, I suppose.
Sure, he's on about flotation tanks, like.
Yeah. Anyone can float. Like.
So, you know if you're in a flotation tank, you're in the middle of water.
Just weird,
Yeah, that's fine.
What?
I just don't like swimming, like.
So why can't you go to the beach and walk in?
But I won't drown because it's fucking. I just don't want to, like.
That's weird.
It's not something that appeals to me.
Permissive beliefs.
Owen has a permissive belief.
You know, it's just not something that appeals to me, like. But
But
rather
floating
in a
is the
nice warm tank, floating is nice.
Hop into my fish tank.
Do you know what's the scary one?
Uh,
Do you know when you're swimming somewhere that's not in the ocean or like a swimming pool,
yeah.
and there's no salt in the water, and there's no buoyancy in the water, like salt keeps you afloat.
I don't think I've ever experienced that.
So then literally if you breathe out, there's nothing in the water that keeps you up, and you just sink like a rock and you're like, oh fuck.
That
Scary
happens,
as fuck.
it's actually nuts. It's really, really crazy when that happens.
Did you either of you like ever experience like nearly drowning at any point ever?
There's a few times I've went, fuck, I need to retreat, like.
Yeah.
Sure, whenever I was, how old was I? 5. Me and a buddy at the time, we were in Myrtleville Beach, and my mum.
No, you were way older, because I remember it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd say you were 9 and I was 5.
Alright, yeah, so I was 9. And me and one of my friends at the time were like, there were no hard feelings, like, nothing bad happened between us, like, we were just not friends anymore, like.
We're 9, like.
Yeah, we were 9. We were at the beach, and my mum and his mum were doing something, I can't remember what they were doing, and they were too busy, they weren't looking at us, and we swam all the way out to a boat, like, way out of the beach. Like, all the way to a boat. Do you know whenever you're at the beach and you can see a boat far away?
Yeah.
We swam out to one. And because we were doing the thing in Nemo, we were like, let's try and touch the boat.
Touch the boat.
Do you know what that when they go to touch the boat? And
The
we
boat.
got out. And that's what they say. They call it the boat.
Call it the boat.
No, it's the boat. No, I swear, in the Nemo film, it's touch the boat. Nemo can't say boat
You're
properly.
like Dory. With your shit memory.
Right.
Sorry.
So I swam out to touch the boat. Me and my friend at the time. And your man was so impressed with us that we were like 2 mad bastards who swam to his boat. And he brought us back.
Jeez, man, you're a fucking kid now.
I was just ignoring that.
What?
Nothing.
You're fart.
Yeah. I think you talked over it. It's alright. Not happy. Not happy. Oh, that's a bad one.
Oh,
Sorry.
Josie.
Anyway, Nemo touching the bus.
Has it gotten to you yet, or what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, lads, 2 minutes. I just need to air.
Man made a queer dinner, to be fair. There's a lot of beans in it.
Do you know what?
Kidney beans,
Do you know,
baked beans.
oh, Joseph. Was there more than one type of bean
There's a lot
there?
of beans in it. It was like a bean stir fry. It's
Oh,
unreal.
yuck. Right, are we getting into breast milk?
I think we should kick off with the breast milk.
How are we going to introduce into it?
Well, what's your opinions on breast milk, Enya?
Yeah, you told me you will have to say about breast
I
milk.
want it to be a kind of debate, right?
Give me a pitch breast milk to me now.
Right, wait a minute. I want to tell you about breast milk, and I want you to question me.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Do you
like
know-
a sales pitch, like.
Okay. I think that a lot of humans suffer with dairy intolerances,
Okay.
and dairy
Valid point.
is proven to not really be good for the human body.
I disagree.
Okay?
Dairy, milk, we'll strip dairy back down to milk from cows. Has a lot of very good macronutrients. It's a whole food. Carbohydrates, good source of protein, good source of fat.
Yeah, it has its good things. That's why humans take it, right? But so does breast milk. Like, you're sucking on cow udders.
So does goat's milk.
You're sucking on goat, whatever. Where do they get it from? I don't know.
Why do we drink? Why? How long have humans drank cow's milk?
That's what I need to know, because it's
At the
disgusting.
start of agriculture.
Who sucked a cow's fucking udder and goes,
I'm guessing, I think it's around agriculture. They think it was, the first agriculture was in Göbekli Tepe, around Baghdad, around Turkey or Baghdad, around 6,000 BC, I think. Between 6,000 and 12,000 BC.
are we in BC now?
Yeah.
No, what is it now?
We're technically in like AD now.
We're,
Are we?
yeah, I don't know. We're now like
So how much years ago was that, like?
2000 plus 6,000.
So 8,000 years ago we started sucking milk.
Do you know it goes? Do you know it's 2020 now? Do you know when it goes to zero?
Yeah. Then
Anything before zero.
Oh, so it was like 9,000, minus 6,000.
I have
9,000,
I
is
have
it?
a bit of information here.
Was I right there or was I wrong?
It's possible that the first aurochs were milked 8,000 to 10,000 years ago in two different parts of the world. Since domestication is attributed to cow milking, but it's likely that European farmers were the first. As such, humans have been drinking cow's milk for about 6,000 to 8,000 years.
Okay.
See, so it's going to take me a lot of convincing to convince, again, 6,000 years of sucking cow titties, right?
But to be fair, you have a point there.
What?
We were drinking human milk.
Yeah, like, I've never seen a cow drink a goat's milk. Or a goat drink a cow. We're humans, we should be having our own milk. Right, look, you can make a different debate about not having any milk. Like, I drink cashew milk, right?
Right.
So that's fine. I feel like I have a foot to stand on there.
It's not really milk though.
Alright, but what I'm saying is either drink no milk or milk from your own fucking animal. Because otherwise it's weird.
But then...
What about you don't know how the cows are treated?
What about eggs?
What about dirty cows?
Okay. Dirty cows so. Where's your breast milk?
How do you know the cow doesn't have cancer?
I don't know.
Right.
What's your alternative?
Well, now it would be cashew milk, but I want to make a breast milk. I'm going to be testing some breast milk in a minute.
So, back to what you just said there. How do you know if that cow has cancer and you're drinking that milk? How do you know if the woman who's producing that breast milk has any sort of transmission?
Because they need to get a test. They need to get a full health check.
So every woman who's producing breast milk to be sold in Enya's factory.
Well, they actually
needs to
do
test
get
it.
tested if you didn't know that. Before a mother has their baby, to distribute the breast milk, automatically get a health check.
That sounds expensive as fuck.
But no, but it's already being done. The health workers are already doing it. Because to have the baby and to feed the baby, you can't have HIV or you can't have a bad illness you can pass through.
Fuck it, actually, I don't think it would work. I just thought of something.
What?
The population would fucking explode. The human population. Because there'd be women pumping out babies. So, to keep the...
Why would you be pumping out babies?
Keep the demand of breast milk. Like.
No, that's not true.
That's what I was...
You're wrong.
How does a woman have to be pregnant to produce breast milk?
No. A woman has to have a baby to produce breast milk, right? But see if I had a baby right now.
Yeah.
And I kept sourcing my milk. If I could breastfeed. Some women can't, you see. So if I have a baby and I can produce milk, I could do that my whole life.
Right.
You have to stop doing it. You have to wean a child off the milk. Like, you can constantly provide that if you want to.
Okay, so you want...
It's because there's a stereotype that when a child's 1.5, they need to stop sucking titty milk.
Right.
So then...
The woman just stops.
The woman stops, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's like if you stop doing it, the milk ducts close.
Oh, okay.
But if you keep getting it going, you can just have one baby and do it. And do you know what, Joseph? Do you want to hear my other thing? What are mothers who are in certain jobs and they're not getting maternity leave?
What?
Mothers who aren't getting maternity leave and they're after having a baby, they're not getting paid to stay home and mind the child.
What's this have to do with...
Give out some milk.
Well,
Get paid to give out some milk.
mass production.
Yeah. Do you want... Like,
Why are you on about... What? You're on about mass production?
You're on about replacing cow's milk with breast milk.
for people to buy
Yeah,
in
I am.
shops? Yeah.
So you want... Go into Super Value. See how much milk is in Super Value.
Yeah.
And you want...
How much women is in the world, though, lads? Let's talk about it.
Let's find out. How many cows are in... How many dairy cows and how many women are in
So
the
do you
world?
want all women to...
Find out how much women are in the world there.
Do you want all women...
I'd say it's half the... I'd say it's
Produce
half the
milk.
human population.
What?
Do you want all women to produce milk?
No, because not all women can.
Well, all women that can produce milk.
I want people to stop drinking cow's milk.
And
Number one. 'Cause
there's-
it's disgusting.
Okay.
Sorry.
If you're here, if this was to happen,
Yeah.
women in third world countries would be exploited. They'd be held. It'd be like a sweatshop in Bangladesh where instead of making hoodies for Nike,
They're making milk.
They're getting milked 24/7, and they're getting milk dry.
But isn't that right? Look, that happens anyway.
And what if
I don't
milked?
condone that. I'm not.
Condone.
What's the word?
Condone.
I don't condone that. But there's always going to be that, and it's wrong. And I'd be against that not happening.
Do you know if you had a little business now, and like there was 7 women,
Yeah.
and they were all producing milk for you,
Yeah.
and then one of them like was short of the quota
Yeah.
for like 7 litres, what would you say to that woman then?
I'm not attacking her.
What would you say though?
I'd say, do you think that you can provide the milk?
No, you'd end up. Alright, devil's advocate.
What?
I need the woman who gave me the milk on this podcast with me to help me.
If Mr. fucking Scrooge McDuck with all his money was the head of the breast milk corporation,
Yeah.
he'd be thinking, how am I going to get, as a farmer would think, how am I going to get the best yield possible out of my cows? How am I going to get the best milk, quality milk, and the most milk?
We want the BMC to be profitable.
So what they're going to do? They're going to...
What's BMC?
Breast Milk Corporation.
The BMC. The head of the BMC is going to start injecting all of their workers, their women, with estrogen.
They can't do that.
Why?
That's very illegal.
They could put it in their lunch.
That's very illegal.
It should be in the
Free
cafeteria.
That's very illegal.
But that's what would happen.
Right, get back. Can we go back a bit now?
Right. What would you say to the woman anyway?
Women
like,
who get exploited
short
and they'll be
3
all
litres.
pumped
Hang
with
on now a
with
second.
estrogen.
Hang on. Right? To the woman who's short 3 litres.
Alright, let's pretend I'm the woman. And
Stop
I'm
it.
short 3
Right?
litres.
And you have a
No, let's do it like a real.
Okay,
You
listen.
get estrogen.
No,
In the
I'm not
lunch.
giving anyone estrogen.
So you're bringing me into a meeting now because
Alright.
I'm short 3 litres breast
Alright,
milk.
alright, darling. Right?
Darling.
You couldn't provide the milk.
Okay,
right?
darling. You can't. That's sexual harassment.
Yeah.
What?
You can't be
Use
calling a
force.
woman darling in the workplace.
I'm a girl.
Okay.
Right?
Right, go on.
Maybe you can't. I support
Right,
women and
my-
they support me.
My
right?
name is Breda as well, by the way.
Right, okay, wait.
Breda breast milk.
You need to let me you need to let me speak,
Alright,
okay?
sorry.
Alright. Hey Breda, can you come in there now? I heard you fell short of the quota for the milk. Are you struggling with that?
See,
Right.
in Spanish.
Okay. Are you finding it hard to get the amounts that's asked for?
Yes.
Would you like us to limit it? To make it shorter so you can actually adjust to it?
I'd rather.
Because I don't want you under any pressure with your body.
I'd rather produce only 1 litre of milk a week and get the same wages.
Okay, back to the BMC. BMC comes in.
Well, no, that's ridiculous.
Breda, you're
What
out
you're
the
saying.
door. Breda's sacked. Or she's getting estrogen and there's more.
No, Breda's
Okay.
not getting estrogen.
You
Right?
need
Am I
milk.
getting sacked then?
Yeah.
That's the only other option.
How are you gonna replace all the dairy milk
Can
in
you
soup
listen?
bundles?
Can you listen?
Okay.
Right?
Okay, I have a good one.
We drink too much human milk. I mean, what? We drink too much animal milk.
Right.
And it's really excessive, right? It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We will need to cut down on our milk to be able to have the human milk.
Okay. So all the dairy farmers get rid of their cows, bring in women.
No.
Okay.
They start employing women to give them some of their milk.
Right. But how much milk can a woman produce
I
in
have-
a week?
I have it here.
How much
In a
can a
day.
cow produce in a week?
In a day, a cow produces 4 litres.
Okay?
That's actually not a lot.
No, see?
Whoa.
Right, what about a human?
Why does it give it? And it says grams. Why is women? And then women can produce from 750 millilitres to a litre.
Right?
Wow. So one cow can do 4 times the amount of
So
milk.
you're going for every cow in the world
You need 4
producing milk, you need 4.
No, I
women.
don't.
If you
Because
wanna
we
keep
just
up
need to cut
production.
down the milk.
But the demand is there.
Right. But then you can go for alternatives. You can go for
Cashew.
almond
Okay.
milk, cashew.
What are you going to do with all the cows?
What cows? All the
fucking-
cows.
The millions of cows that
Give
are...
them loads of grass. Put them in sanctuaries.
Put them in sanctuaries.
Cows are
yeah.
lovely.
There's a lot of cows to deal with there now that are just out of work.
Yeah.
Do you know how horribly cows are treated for the milk? Do you know how disgusting it is? And I bet they
And you-
would not get away with treating women like that.
And you want women to be treated like cows?
No, I do not, because I'm a woman.
Okay.
I'm a woman. I don't want to do that. But all I'm saying is, look, it's not going to be the vast scale of cow milk. But how come you can go in... Now, Joseph, I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to reply to it, okay? How come you can go into the shop and you can get formula for a baby. The powder formula, right? But you can't go in and get breast milk for a baby.
Can you get powdered formula breast milk?
No.
That's the whole point, is it not?
It's not breast milk, it's fake breast milk.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Can you powder woman's breast milk?
No, you can't get powdered women's breast milk.
You can powder milk, can't you? Like cow's milk.
Yeah.
So why can't you powder?
Well, maybe you can, but it's not provided.
I want to find out what's in the formulas in like SMA. And
That's less. That'd be a good one.
What?
Making powdered breast milk for babies instead of having them in the shelves for like everyday consumption in your
Well,
teens.
yeah, okay, that's fine.
That could work.
I'm alright with that. But I'm just saying, the cow's milk, like, and I know a lot of people are listening now and they like cow's milk and stuff. Like, Joseph loves cow milk, so does Owen. But it isn't nice. The cows aren't treated nicely, and it just is it's a bit mank when you think about it. Cows drink cow's milk. What other animals produce milk? Goats drink goat's milk. Humans shouldn't be drinking...
Yaks.
Milk.
What?
Yaks.
Yaks drink yak's milk.
Most mammals, actually.
Yeah, all mammals.
Yeah, all mammals drink their own milk.
Do dolphins?
That's a good one. That's a good one. But here we are, and we're drinking other animals' milk.
Do you know why?
I bet...
Do you know why?
Why?
Because we fucking can.
No, it doesn't make it right. And I bet, right, you know that you're giving me all this stuff saying there's good protein in cow's milk and stuff like that. I bet that breast milk is better for you.
Yeah, because it's what
it's what a human needs.
Yeah.
No.
I have a good point, lads, but everyone just goes, yuck, breast milk.
Okay, dolphin milk is off the table. It can't be done.
Okay.
It is not possible to milk a dolphin.
Isn't whale shit really expensive?
Vomit.
Oh, whale vomit. Just thinking about it.
Whale vomit. What's the story of whale vomit again? It's in perfume.
It's in perfume stuff, isn't it all?
It's in like glue or something.
Isn't it?
Sorry?
Whale vomit. It's in perfume.
Yeah, it's one of the main ingredients in it. And it's like really expensive.
Okay, that's the next business idea. Okay, get on to us.
So, Joseph, do you think it's normal that you can walk into a supermarket, you can get cow's milk, you can get goat's milk, but you can't get human milk that's going to be consumed by humans?
Okay, do you know what? I'll say this. I'd say no to having milk, breast milk, in like next to cow's milk and goat's milk and all that. But I wouldn't mind seeing powdered breast milk next to the baby formulas and baby food and all that. That's exactly.
And how come there's a difference with that for you?
Because I feel like women will get exploited.
And that could happen.
Women's rights, like.
There would need to be a lot of measures put in place that girls aren't exploited.
People, like, there's an
But if their demands there, then the quality is going to go down in terms of how like the women will be treated. Like they're that way.
If it's so good,
like
then,
if you go even Primark and stuff like that, like all the clothes.
That's what I'm saying, like.
Are manufactured like.
And then you've that gives an opportunity to a woman out of work, nothing going for her, needs a job. There's a job for her. Do you know what I mean?
What?
Have a baby. There's a job for life.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It provides jobs.
But the point is, you'll have women just making babies left, right, and centre.
No, because you only have to have one baby.
Yeah, you can keep reproducing what you like. If you continue milking after having a baby, like you can. They were called wet nurses, wasn't it?
Yeah. Owen's sister was telling us about that back in the day, slaves would have been a wet nurse.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And she would have had to give milk until she died to all the other mothers who either didn't want to breastfeed or couldn't. And like that is really wrong, and that exploitation is really wrong. But like
exploitation.
Oh
it's
yeah.
Heavy exploit. I don't even touch it. No.
Right.
Too dark.
What I don't understand is how come you can get formulated milk, powdered formulated milk, but you can't get breast milk for your baby?
In the supermarkets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you get if you have a good friend, if someone loves you. Maybe it's given nicely into the hospitals.
Yeah. Do you know, like, if you were to put it in supermarkets, would you have like the woman's face on it?
What I do is like Lush, the Lush business at the back, at the bottom of the Lush products. There's like a little cartoon, like very broad, but you'd see the colour of their skin, and if it's a male or a woman, but obviously with breast milk it'd only be women.
Would you say like Breda from Donegal?
Yeah, it would.
Like loves fishing and like.
Would you keep it local, or would you have international?
No, I think keep it.
I'd keep it local.
Like, would that be a legislation? Like, would that be a law only from Ireland?
Yes. Yeah, but it can be any woman, but you have to live in Ireland.
Any woman.
Yeah. Well, no. Okay, any race of woman I meant. But not any background. Like, obviously a lot of backgrounds, but like, you can't, all backgrounds, but not someone who's taken heroin.
Because it has to be, yeah.
Or not someone who has a Panadol addiction. Or, do you know what I mean? It needs to be organic.
Yeah, they have to be healthy.
Yeah.
The person has to be healthy.
I think we're actually getting a delivery now.
Okay, so we're going on to the
taste test.
The taste test.
Hello, Siobhan.
Here she is.
Oh, here it is.
Your dad's after saying to me, where am I going with this?
Did you give them so?
So you really don't want to know.
Right, so don't tell us
No.
which. If you could just... Could you just...
That's my spin.
Could you just go into Joseph's ear there and tell him which one has the breast milk?
Just go into the corner there so you have to come
Alright,
there.
so lads, what we're doing is...
We have 2 cups of tea.
We have 2 cups of tea. One of them has cashew milk and one of them has breast milk. And I have to guess which one is which.
Exactly.
To show that it's actually fine.
So, looking at the tea, the difference, there's a slight difference in colour of both of them.
Could you give me up a little glass of the breast milk as well, just to taste on its own? If you could. Thank you.
Okay. So, do you want to describe the colours there of the 2 teas, Enya?
So, the 2 teas were made the same.
Yeah, we'll refer to TA and TB.
TA and TB. And Joseph knows. Alright, Joseph, will you just walk into another room with the podcast and tell them which one?
No.
So, why not?
I'll say after you taste them.
Okay, so it's coming after. Okay, guys, so you eat. Okay. So, we've TA. TA is... It looks the way I like my tea, but I can't. It looks more milky, whereas the other one looks a bit more watery.
Yeah.
That's the only way I could
would say
explain
it
the difference.
looks kind of like... What colour would you call that?
I'd say it looks like the tea colour.
Do you want to smell the tea?
Dark beige.
So, TB is being sniffed now by Enya.
TB smells a bit different to other tea I've smelled before. Do you want to smell it?
Which tasting notes does it have?
So it's a bit different. And trying to not look at Joseph's facial reactions because I'll be able to tell them. On here we actually have the breast milk, which, that looks so like normal milk.
Yeah, it looks exactly
That
like
looks
cow's milk.
just like cow's milk.
Yeah.
Really does.
I don't wear them out small bit.
See? Because there is a stigma. You are going to be weirded. And you can share your opinion on being weirded. But like, a lot of people would find it weird. Like, the boys are refusing to taste it. But I don't care. Whereas I'd say a lot of people would think I'm crazy.
Yeah, but
to not care.
Like, you want like this to be a thing. Like, you want it to be available.
Yeah, I do, because I'd be really upset if my child, if I couldn't breastfeed and I had to go to formula and I didn't have a really good friend who'd provide me with milk.
Yeah.
I just think it should be a thing. And look, I know I'm kind of talking, having a mess, saying it should be everywhere. But cow milk it is strange that humans are drinking another mammal's milk. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, it is.
What about bees?
What about bees?
Is that weird?
Honey.
We're basically milking bees.
That's a bit weird too. But we don't make honey, so there's no comparison. You know what I'm saying? But
we don't produce honey ourselves. Like.
Okay, so
Okay, are you doing the taste test?
they still feel really warm, so I think I might taste the actual breast milk first.
Okay.
Can you Google, which is, maybe some people will laugh at me now, but I'm being serious. I bet no one knows. Is there lactose in breast milk?
I would say there is.
Will I tell you my cow joke?
Yeah, go on. What's your cow joke?
Joke of the week. What is it again? Can you remember? Why do cows have hooves and not feet?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Because they lactose.
Okay. Is there lactose in woman's milk?
Lactose is the sugar in all mammalian milks. It is produced in the breast. The amount of lactose in breast milk is independent of the mother's consumption of lactose and hardly varies.
Right, so the person who's sourcing this,
Source from.
the source of this milk, the mother wouldn't have a lot of lactose in her diet.
Yeah,
Depends. I don't
Can you
know.
get
No, but I
lactose?
know I kind of know.
Okay.
She goes kind of vegan. She'd eat some dairy, but I know she likes trying to stay away from.
Vegetarian.
Yeah, see, she'd be a bit.
Yeah.
She'd have a bit like me, you know. So I'm gonna give the milk a taste there now. But it looks really like normal milk.
Taste it.
I'm so surprised, right? It tastes. The boys are looking at me with the craziest faces
What's it
ever.
taste like?
The aftertaste is just like cow's milk.
Okay.
Just like it, which I haven't had in so long. See, when was the last time I drank a shot of milk? Years.
I wasn't.
I would have been. I haven't drank milk in a long, long time. So it's hard to compare,
Okay.
but
Is there?
I'd taste it again to get back the taste. It's a little bit.
Is it sweet?
Sweet or salty?
There's a bit of sweet and sour to it.
Sour.
Right.
There's a bit of both to it.
Does it taste like full fat, low fat, or skim milk?
Low fat.
Low fat? Does
Yeah.
It, the whole milk has a bit of a bitter aftertaste, but it's nice. Do you know what I mean? Or
This
it's not
has a
like-
little bit of a bitter.
So it's more of a whole milk kind of vibe, but it's not thick.
No, but it's not thick. See.
Right.
Do you want to taste it, Joseph?
No.
Are you sure?
Nice
It's
try,
really no. It's
Nice try.
really interesting, lads.
Okay.
I think you should. Would you even put your finger in?
No.
Would you not even put your finger in it?
No.
All right. Will you at least taste
No.
both the teas?
No.
Okay. Because I suppose like the milk's coming from Owen's brother's wife, so I think that's making him a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
What was I going to say? So,
I kind of like that. I like that milk.
okay, that's positive, I suppose. Give it a percentage of how close it is to cow's milk.
Okay, if that was a blind test, would you know the difference?
Yeah,
You would?
You would.
I think so.
Okay. How is it? Does it taste like any of like the other milks that you have? Do you have soy milk and you have like almond milk and? How does
It's
it-
reminding me a bit of soy milk.
soy milk.
It tastes like soy milk and normal milk put into a glass.
Right.
To me. So I'm going to taste the teas now. I think they've cooled down enough. TB looks more watery, which is making me think it could be the breast one, because the breast milk is watery, but it looks just like cow's milk.
Right.
So I'm going to taste tea A first.
Drum roll, please. Not one drum roll.
That tastes bang on.
Taste bang on.
Like normal tea.
Okay, yeah, I can't wait to knock it back in a minute.
Less of the slurp, please.
Taste. People like the slurp.
No. If we had mics now and you slurped into it, I'd be like, if I was listening, I'd be like, no.
Do we have mics right now?
But like,
So I can slurp.
Okay.
Okay.
Let
So
us know
now,
if you like the slurp in the comments.
ASMR with idea.
If you want slurp ASMR,
Right. No TB.
TV. Alright.
throw back.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think tuberculosis.
That's a pretty like.
They're pretty like.
Honestly, with it in tea, it's really hard to tell.
But it's just a drop of it really in tea.
I have, yeah, but it's how I like my tea. I notice, like almond milk and tea, I don't like it. I dig
yeah.
it. I don't dig
Well,
it at all.
like, if someone gave you a tea with breast milk in it, you wouldn't even like.
This
This
tastes
is breast milk.
no,
Yeah.
oh, not at all. You could, in like a joke,
Oh, careful, spoon.
in a joke, you could put breast milk into people's tea and they wouldn't catch on, because
That'd be a funny joke.
this tastes a tiny bit more bitter. That's all.
Would you have been a person now that would like drink a glass of cow's milk as like?
Yeah,
You would have.
Absolutely.
Would you drink a glass of that?
yeah,
Breast milk, you would.
yeah. Honestly,
Okay. Which one is the breast milk in there?
I think.
Which one do you prefer? Then
I need to take a suck off each again.
Or I could throw one with
No, just I need to stretch my legs. They've been too crossed for too long. Oh, it's spilling tea all over me. Wait a minute, lads. Starting covered in tea now.
I'd love to know how the people listening think we're set up.
Yeah.
If I listen to it, all on my face.
What is it?
I'd love to know what they picture us the way we're sitting now.
At the moment, we're playing Twister.
Yeah.
Talking into a song.
I am sitting on the right side of my bed with my left foot stretched out across the bed. Owen's sitting on the right side of the bed on the pillow, and Joseph's lying at the bottom on the left side. So let's do my taste test again. Can you look up benefits of breast milk as well? I would drink this.
Taste it on.
That's weird.
What?
All along, I thought I preferred the one that didn't look different. The one that didn't look like it was breast milk. I prefer the breast milk one.
How do you know
Which one's which?
I think.
Okay.
You think A or B?
I think B
Is
The
what?
breast milk.
is the breast milk one.
And which one do you prefer?
I prefer B.
You're dead right.
That's mad.
Da-da-da-da.
That's crazy. Josie, you should really taste that.
I'm not tasting it. Not on a public platform like this anyway. If I was to taste it, I'd taste it privately on my own without an audience. Do you know what I mean?
Well, look, that's fair enough.
Anyway, breast milk contains antibodies that help your baby fight off viruses and bacteria. Breastfeeding lowers your baby's risk of having asthma or allergies. Plus, babies who are breastfed exclusively for the first 6 months without any formula have fewer ear infections, respiratory illnesses, and bouts of diarrhea.
Sorry. I'm so childish that I laugh. I laugh at diarrhea.
No, I didn't have a bout with diarrhea.
Will you look up...
That's what you call a fight. You have a bout with someone else.
Will you look up...
Fight with diarrhea.
Yeah.
Will you look up health benefits of adults drinking it? I was doing research there the other day, and lads, you know what I'm like for research, pretty shit at it. But there was an article that said that athletes are taking it.
Yeah, I saw something about
Josh was like, don't start.
I've seen Manuel Marquez, before he fought Mayweather, he drank his own urine.
Yeah, see, like, you know.
and that had nothing got to do with any health benefits, he just liked it.
He was a mad good. Or was it Pacquiao or a Mayweather, I don't know. He drank his piss anyway, and he knocked out Pacquiao to fair to him.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
He was definitely on steroids.
I got told he steeped his hands in piss for 2 months. Just to harden him up.
Yeah.
Right.
Human breast milk is full of complex sugars that help build babies' immune systems. Researchers believe those compounds may help adults with Crohn's disease, arthritis, even autism, and may... Yeah.
What? Hold on. First, back up. Okay. How can you help an adult?
I'm just reading.
With autism?
Don't shoot the messenger.
What? Okay.
and may someday be the key to prevention. But I don't know if that's prevention of autism or
Okay.
arthritis.
I feel a bit stoned after the breast milk.
No, you don't. Let's say an adult has autism.
Google, can you get stoned off breast milk?
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Let's say an adult has autism.
No, I think I'm getting a euphoric feeling of the breast milk.
Okay, I need to go into this a bit deeper, obviously, with the autism and the breast.
Yes. But while he's researching, do you know your man on Undateables? Your eyes are as brown as the trees.
Yeah.
That's a King Charles.
Yeah.
Cavalier King Charles. What's this? The Cavalier King Charles Spaniel?
What he goes,
Yes,
of course it is. Oh, I know.
We're not asking autism, by the way.
But
it's just there's a character in there's a character in the Undateables that we really enjoy and we think he's a good skit. Like,
but back to the point.
He's funny. Like,
so that statement means that if you started pumping him with breast milk, would he not have autism? Is that what they're trying to say to me?
They said they said it helps with prevention.
How prevention of autism in adults? That's what I said.
No.
They said in adults.
When I found something I set up. So, non-directly tested whether breast milk from the breast or a bottle reduces or increases risk for autism spectrum disorder. However, most show that children with ASD are more likely to have been either bottle-fed from birth or weaned early than are comparison groups of children not affected by ASD.
Well, that's interesting.
So if at an early age you're breastfeeding your baby, if you breastfeed a bit longer, it might prevent autism. I think
That's just interesting.
Or vaccines.
Oh,
We won't get into it.
That's a whole other
That's a whole
episode.
other episode.
No, don't even talk about. I'm leaving this country. If vaccines, and I swear on everything, this is me saying
What's
it.
your stance on vaccines?
Well, right, this is me saying it right now, and I'm putting it. This is in a recording. People can shame me if I don't stick to it. If vaccines become mandatory for every human,
Or coronavirus?
and for any vaccine for children,
Coronavirus.
if it becomes mandatory for children in Ireland, I'm leaving this country before I have children. Not a chance. Oh, like, look, I'm not that against vaccines. Some of them are good. There's good and bad with everything, but it shouldn't be mandatory. That is wrong. You cannot tell me what I'm putting into my own body. There cannot be a law that I have to put something into my body. Will you look up the thing about athletes? Because I'm sure I've seen something about that. Because Ross, you're an athlete.
I am an athlete.
Right. If you went professional
If I went professional
and you had a big fight
and I had a big fight,
and you looked big into research, and if you drank breast milk, it would really help you out, would you do?
but if it did really help me out, I'd know about it. Everyone would know about it, and everyone would be doing it. Bit like Marquez and his piss. If it really worked, everyone would be drinking their piss.
I disagree.
It's your time.
People are only slowly starting to not drink alcohol because more research is coming out. Like dad's age and stuff, and recovery would have been really rare.
To be fair.
So a lot of things is just research and what's public belief. And look, I know what?
Fags. Less people are smoking fags.
How cool were fags? Like 100 years ago.
They're so good.
They were the coolest, like.
They're so pipes as well, they seem like good crack.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I just have this there now. Is breast milk good for athletes? For a high endurance athlete.
Are you high endurance?
Clean that.
Okay.
Physiologist Joel Steger's team said it's all catch-all workout recovery drink compared to plain milk, water, or most sports drinks. It is double carbohydrate and protein content, perfect for replenishing tired muscles.
I'm gonna look up the macronutrients to that per 100 ml.
See, it would vary though. But like with cow's milk, it varies. With cow's milk, it
They
varies.
drink all the same thing though, or they're all eating the same grass.
That's not true.
Fuck yeah! If you had to industrially produce breast milk, you'd have to have every woman on the same diet all the time
I never said I'm into industrialising it.
to get.
I just think
same
it should.
product.
I just think it's like small products. I think there should be a little section in Dunn's
You can't have a varied product
for people
then.
who want it. The option should be there. I think because I'm with it, but you're not. Like I'm with it. No one listened to this podcast except for the person who gave it to me and her husband would think the idea is a good idea. I'd say because it's so.
It seems like very hard to achieve though.
What, to have a little small company of breast milk?
Well, no, like just the idea of it like being like a world thing.
But that's what ye said. I never said that.
You said you compared it to cow's milk.
Ye talk, yeah,
No,
I'm comparing its health
about,
benefits.
like a big massive manufacturing industry, but like every town having like a woman or like a couple of women that like breastfed and then provided for the local shops. So if every town like
No, but it should just be in one shop. Like you alright, look, if you could go to Dunn's in Wilton and it'd be there.
so just have like a my breast milk store in town and like you go and buy your breast milk there.
Yeah.
I get you, alright.
Something like that. Just for people who have a child. Just for people who have a child and they want they can't provide them with breast milk and they don't have any sisters or any friends who can help them with that.
Right.
They don't want it donated or I don't know, whatever the circumstances.
Yeah.
They can go into a shop.
So actually not have a section in Tesco's where there's just like a breast milk aisle or like two
Or
or three
or
breast
we
milk.
can take the approach that the state should provide it. Do you know what I mean?
But how's the state going to provide it? Are you thinking about Mary Lou just pumping it out like?
No, like the same thing as you were saying, like
In what sense? How can the state provide it?
that they have women making breast milk.
Government funded facility.
And then and then if you want breast milk, you go to the
government
hospital or
should
something.
fund the little company that provides breast milk in every town.
Regulation.
Yeah. Right, guys,
Alright.
that was a mad little podcast we had
I
there.
have to go finish my fucking 8-page essay.
Right, Joseph,
But I'm
quickly,
nearly
do
fucking
you
done.
want to tell people what time you started this
The time
essay?
I started this essay, I started it Friday. I done bits and pieces on Friday.
Right, but today, how much
Today-
did you put in it?
8:30.
And it's now 8:15.
8:30, stopped for about an hour and a half, 2 hours at 12 o'clock. Went back at it up
Are you
until
sixth year now? Yeah.
sixth year.
See.
Fucking RSR history project. If you know, you know. It's a fucking balls.
Alright, lads.
Peace out.
Thanks for listening to the brilliant episode we had.
Yeah.
Talk to you next.
We hope you liked our debate.
Next time we record, I'll talk to you later. Alright, go on. I'm out.
Close and south.
Joseph will be in, as you know, on the Thursday episode, so that's why he said next time I talk to you, because it won't be
Tuesday's
the...
episode.
Oh, sorry lads, apologies. He's in on Tuesday, so you won't be hearing from him Thursdays, that's why he said next time you hear him. That was a mad episode, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that was a bit of fun, wasn't it?
I honestly thought I would enjoy the taste of it.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well.
I'm really surprised.
Yeah.
Off camera, I'm going to try and force someone to taste it.
No, I won't.
But I won't tell anyone, so...
Oh, yeah, you won't tell me. I'm not doing it.
I'll get you to do it.
No.
Alright guys, thanks for listening to the podcast.
Bye.
Bye.